Hey, what's up everybody? Retro Gaming Guy here. Today in this video, we're going to dive in and test out the Obsbot Tiny 2 4K webcam. So what I'm most excited about this is the fact that this actually tracks your movement. So you don't have to worry about staying in the frame. You can move around a little bit if you're gaming in a gaming chair, if you're doing a stream and you're getting into whatever you're doing and you're moving around, you're getting excited. This is going to track your movement. So you don't have to worry about trying to stay still and worry about, being out of the frame or anything like that. So I'm super excited to test this out mainly for that reason, but I'm hoping that the performance beyond that is good as well. So let's dive into it, see what we've got, and test it out. All right, so here we have our Obsbot Tiny 2 4K webcam. Comes along with this remote control as well. So we are going to open this up, see what we've got inside here. It's really nice packaging. New era of webcam right here. So actually we'll take a look inside here. This is our manual that comes along with this. So I always like to take a look at the manual. We also have our warranty policy, but manual tells you a lot about a product just to see how well they've detailed everything. Nothing drives me crazier than when you get just a one sheet sort of quick setup and then nothing else. This seems to be quite in depth. Comes in multiple languages as you can see here. So we're going to set that aside. Continuing opening everything up here, set the box aside, and here is our actual webcam. Comes in this carrying case, which is awesome to have. Nice hard shell to it as well. And here we have, looks like a Type-C connection. Yep, Type-C on both ends, and our actual webcam. Much smaller than I was anticipating, which is awesome actually. Love how small this is. And it looks like it spins almost all the way around. Very good. So if you were to set this like at a desk, you could technically walk all around it and it would track you. And that's the really unique thing about this webcam. So I'm going to set this down just for right now. This looks like a clamp that actually holds this to your computer screen or monitor. So I'm actually, there we go. So I believe that sets on there and then it adjusts the what angle you want to hold this on and all of that. Up here looks like, let's see, is this a USB receiver in here? Let's take a peek. Okay, nice. So we can transfer over USB. This is just an adapter. This will go in like so. Should fit right in there. So if you don't have a Type-C port on the outside of your computer, which luckily I do, you can just go ahead and put the adapter on here and use a USB 3 port instead. So that is awesome to have. Not everybody has the Type-C. Those are relatively newer to computers, but this looks really, really, really nice. Put together really nicely as well. The outside here has a non-skid ring, so you could put this on your desk like that, and it shouldn't slide very much. Does grip really nicely, so that's cool. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up. You can see Type-C connection in the back there, so all we would have to do is just simply plug that in like so, and we'd be good to go there. But I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and we'll take a look. All right, so I was just looking at this little bracket here that actually holds the webcam, and I was thinking we must have to put some sort of sticky on here, some adhesive, in order to hold the actual webcam, but it's fully magnetic. And let's say that my fingers here are the top of our monitor. You can see it just grips right on top like that. Very easy to use. You can adjust obviously your pitch, so you can angle this upwards, downwards, whatever. Now I don't actually use a typical monitor like that. I connect my PC to my TV, which is wall mounted, brings it a little bit higher up. So I'm not going to use this today, but I want to show you guys, we can just take a tripod. And if you have a magnetic top to your tripod, you could just stick it on there like we did with that bracket, or just thread it on the little hole there. And we're just going to open this up, and you can see it sits on there perfectly. Obviously, it can still have full range of motion and all of that. Once we power this on, though, we can set it to track our face, and it'll just follow us around. So I'm going to demo everything like this today. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this to my PC, get the software pulled up, and show you guys around a little bit more. All right, so I just installed my Obsbot Tiny 2 webcam here on my PC. The installation process was super easy, not a tedious installation or anything like that. I hate when things are, a 20-step process for installing something. All I had to do was simply plug the webcam into my PC. I use the Type-C, but you can use the adapter that comes with this to bring it to USB 3 if you want to. Plugged it in, it automatically did whatever it needed to do in terms of downloading whatever was necessary to get this up and running. I didn't have to click through any of a installation process or do any steps whatsoever. It does everything automatically. And then I just jumped into StreamYard, which is where I'm filming this right now. So the resolution here, absolutely phenomenal. I do apologize, my lighting is not great in this video because I actually am filming the webcam and also through the webcam, of course, filming myself right now. So I have lights on both ends of things. So it doesn't create the best picture, but that's not the webcam. That's just the fact that I'm working in a very small area today. So excellent resolution though. This is 4K on here. Absolutely amazing. The audio quality is phenomenal as well. So I love the fact that we don't need to wire in a separate microphone. The mic that is built into this amazing webcam picks up everything perfectly. So it's an all-in-one setup. Now, what is really the absolute home run here though, is the fact that this tracks your movement. So you can set it to track your face. And if you move over like this, notice how the webcam tracks me. It follows me right over. This is huge for anybody gaming or streaming because if you're somebody like me, you don't sit still. When I'm playing games, I get into it. I'm on a swivel chair or a bar stool down here in my office area, and I'm constantly kind of rocking back and forth, especially in intense gameplays and stuff like that. And it makes for an editing nightmare when I have to try to, box myself off, put myself in the corner, but I'm not staying within the frame. I'm moving around like this. The cameras usually don't track you. So if you aren't perfectly still, you end up out of frame or you have to make tons of edits to kind of piece everything together. Not the case here. If I move all the way over here, I'm taking several steps over, it tracks me beautifully. Same thing over here. And it's not just side to side, it's up and down too. So if I stand all the way up as tall as I can, you notice how it follows me. Same thing if I go down here. Now, obviously, there's a slight delay in that it has to track that you moved and then follow you over. So if you're moving like super quickly, you may still end up out of frame. But for the most part, I can slowly move around and it follows me. So as long as I take that into consideration, it works great. And I could also loop around almost a whole 360 if I wanted to. So if I put this like in the center of a desk, for example, I could basically tour myself around the entire desk and it would track me perfectly in almost a circle. I mean, obviously it doesn't go full 360, but it takes you pretty much almost all the way around. So really amazing that it does that. That is the biggest thing for me. It just makes editing so much easier. I've tested this out now. Also separate from this video that I'm shooting for you guys right now. And it's just perfect. If I'm in a gaming chair, I'm not running around. I'm just kind of swaying back and forth. So it does track that perfectly. You can see right here, I'm able to move around. If I go over here, it'll take it over, etc. So love that. That is the best thing about this. So if you're a streamer, if you're a gamer, and you want to record yourself playing a game or just going through a tutorial process, whatever the case may be, this is definitely the webcam for you. Makes it so much easier. You're going to save so much time on your editing process, and you're going to get a better result with your videos because this tracks you so well. Now, you don't have to have it tracking you. I don't know why you wouldn't. If you don't, though, say, I don't want it to track me. All I have to do is this. I bring my hand up like so, and now it's not going to track me anymore. So I can go over here and you can see how I'm already going out of frame. It's not tracking me. If I want it to track me, I just raise my hand up again and you'll see a color change on your webcam. And now it'll light up blue. And now I go over here and there we go. We're back tracking again. So really easy to use. And I love the fact that you don't have to manually go in, change anything. You can just raise your hand up into the frame and it will recognize that as your command to no longer track your movement. So super easy to use. Love everything about this. High quality across the board, and it's already making my editing process so much easier. All right, guys, the Obsbot Tiny 2 4K webcam here exceeded my expectations considerably here. So I figured the video quality, because I've seen past videos on this out there, I figured the video quality would be good. I was concerned most about audio, and audio is something with webcams that usually isn't great. You have major limitations in most cases. Oftentimes you'll get distortions, the volume won't be great on there, it just won't pick up your your voice well. So with this, it worked perfectly. Excellent, crystal clear audio, no distortions, no issues whatsoever. In the past, I've had to use external microphones, which just complicates things. I don't want to have a million different things in my setup. When I use a webcam, I'm doing it mainly because it's going to create an easier experience for me. When I have to bring in something external, wire it in, hook it up, use 2 devices instead of 1 to get that crystal clear audio and good video, it just creates a nightmare for my videos. It takes twice as long, if not longer, to do everything. So with this, everything worked perfectly. Audio was great. The resolution and video quality was exceptional. Everything's 4K on here, so tons of capabilities there. Now keep in mind, again, my lighting wasn't great in this video just because I'm filming not only myself with the webcam, but I'm also filming the webcam too. So I'm trying to light up both sides literally across from each other. So it's not great lighting here. I do apologize for that, but is what it is. Aside from that, it's high quality, it's metal, it's not a cheap plastic webcam, very durable, really well made. I just don't have enough nice things to say about this. Another really cool thing is you have a remote here that you can use as well. So you can zoom in with this, you can zoom out with this, you can engage and disengage the tracking, which you don't have to use the remote for. You can actually just do this, and it interprets that motion as basically a kill switch for that portion of the webcam. But of course, the remote does have some other features there with the zooming in, zooming out. I happen to be really close to my webcam today for this portion, so I didn't have to zoom in or zoom out. I didn't have to do anything like that with the depth, but certainly makes it easier for you. You can power it on, power it off that way. So definitely the remote does come in handy. I just didn't need it today, which I think is awesome. The less I need, the better. So love this webcam. I'm going to put a link up here at the top of your screen as well as in the description so you can get some more information on this. If you're out there looking for a webcam, this is the one. I highly recommend it. It's going to make life so much easier if you're a streamer, if you're a gamer, if you are getting started with YouTube. This is definitely going to make life so much easier for you and cut down on your edits considerably. So that's going to do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. It's huge helps me here on YouTube. And of course, hit the subscribe button to stay in the loop for all future videos right here on the Retro Gaming Guy YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.